Hello, friends, and happy holidays. Welcome to another chapter full of the really gross shit you've come to expect from us. As a balm against said gross shit, you should check out our merch store before you wrap up your holiday shopping. You can find us at darknexuspodcast.threadless.com. That's threadless, as in lacking in thread, THREADLESS.com. There you can pick up t-shirts, sweatshirts, notebooks, phone cases, stickers, mugs, buttons, magnets, and a whole lot more for the Dark Nexus fans in your life, or for yourself. I'm not going to judge you. And remember, if you don't see a particular piece of Matt Wahlquist's artwork that you were hoping would grace your merchandise, just drop us a line at info@darknexuspodcast.com and let us know which episode's art you'd like to see so we can get it up there for you. While I'm here, I want to thank all our lovely Patreons for your continued generosity and to welcome new supporter Mike to the fold. We literally couldn't do what we do without you, and we're all so grateful for your backing and enthusiasm. Now, without further ado, I give you Chapter 161, Abode.
Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 4, Chapter 161. It's nightfall on the 25th day of the month of Frost. We are deep in the Blackwood Swamp, far, far from the one and only road that crosses it. There's this elevated causeway diligently protected and maintained by the Taldan army, but we are in the other direction, far out in the rotting, brackish marshland that rings Casimir on all sides. Dozens and dozens of miles of dense overgrowth, man-eating plants, mutant hydras, terrible monsters, and the sorts of people who don't want anyone to know where they live or what they do. People like Myacnean Mun, the air quotes Great Philanthropist. So before we pick back up with the action, I want to take just a quick little moment for a super tiny little rules conversation that Polly and I have been having, which he alluded to in Dabwick's meditation at the end of the last episode. So we as a table, we love to make our recurring joke about summoned creatures being plucked out of their college dorm rooms. But in truth, something you do sometimes have to wrestle with when you're playing first edition Pathfinder is the actual question of what summoned creatures are, where they come from, and where they go. The need to specify that is so rarely an issue, but when it is an issue, which as we discovered in that warehouse filled with spores, it's a real issue. And what makes it an issue is that the first edition Pathfinder rules about summoning are a Frankenstein's monster of text from 3 different editions of 2 different games. Literally anything you find in one rulebook or post on the message boards is contradicted in another one, which is no big deal. It's part of how the game evolved, and it's why there are GMs to make some rulings whenever there is ambiguity. And I will spare us all the long version of this conversation and the laundry list of all the different contradictory rulings that exist. Maybe that's a conversation for a Q&A down the road if anyone is actually interested in that. But the short version of this conversation, and this is the one that Paul and I have been having, basically consists of 2 simple questions. And the first one is, are summoned creatures brought here by the spell, or are they created by the spell? In the end, I have decided that the best answer for us for this specific adventure is a ruling that James Jacobs put out, saying that the intention in the Galarian setting is that a summoning spell creates a physical manifestation of a creature built on an existing template out of planar matter, basically the material of the material plane. So Dabwick pictures a jaguar and creates one out of the substance around them and briefly sparks it to life thanks to the power of their divine connection to nature. So it didn't exist before the spell was cast, and once the spell is over, either because the duration runs out or the creature's out of hit points, it ceases to exist. This is not the way many of us came up thinking about it, but it is a standing ruling by one of the main rules gurus of the system, and I think it's probably the least complicated way for us in this game, in this setting, with its complications to run with. But the second question is the one that Paul and I have actually decided to leave unanswered, for now at least, and that is, whether or not these manifestations are sentient. Do they seem to think and feel, or do they think and feel? This would be a totally irrelevant distinction in most games, but we are playing a story here where someone simply learning of the existence of a particular great old one feeds that great old one and gets them closer to waking. So, Paul and I have decided for the kind of gameplay that Paul wants to have with his character to leave that particular question unanswered, something that Dabs is going to have to wrestle with without a direct answer. So that's where we have been ever since that warehouse fight. Paul and I have been like, we got to talk about this. Let's talk about it on air. Let's not talk about it on air. Let's have a decision. But we've been wrestling with it for a bit, and that's where we've landed with this. Any questions?
I was going to say not even a question, but even without Jamandor, the idea of something being brought into existence and its only life that it knows for that short amount of time, that minute or 2 minutes tops, is fighting and possibly dying horrific creatures is pretty awful.
Yeah, it's the whale in Hitchhikers. I mean, it is this, oh, I exist. Life is amazing. What am I doing? I'm dying. Now I'm dead. It's pretty brutal.
Have I never cast Detect Thoughts in the direction of a summoned creature? Probably haven't.
Gosh, not that I can think of. You so rarely do it in the middle of a fight unless you're using that one specific ability you have that triggers it on a target of one particular spell.
And it's only that target.
Yeah.
If an evil druid takes speak with animals and then talks to one of the summoned animals and says Jamandor, do they cede?
What happened with Jane and her wolves?
Those wolves were not summoned creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Those were actually her animal companions
Right.
that she turned into fungal creatures.
Right.
I mean, she actually did that. That was a choice that she made.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get it. She was awful.
Your character
I
was awful.
understand.
Evil druid.
What I'm most concerned about.
Yeah.
How does this affect our ability to crack jokes about these summoned creatures?
I know I will continue to crack the jokes simply because I like it.
Good. That's all I care about. That's how it affects Grip, and that's how it affects Robert.
So you're just saying you're going to delight in the potential cruelty of these summoned creatures without knowing for sure that it's actual cruelty.
I just wanted to specify that regardless of any joke that we might make, what's kind of actually happened, just because it does matter to Paul's character.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of
So
course,
I'll
of
throw
course.
out there that Dabs knows that Dora can detect thoughts if that's an experiment they want to embark upon.
Great.
She's always willing to help. I don't know what information it will give them, if any, but
Will you be detecting the thoughts that they seem to be having, or will you be
Exactly,
detecting
we
the
don't
thoughts
know.
that they have?
Yeah.
We don't know. Yeah. Awesome. So back to the game. All right. We have spent the bulk of this day taking care of business, ticking off boxes. We got some shopping done. We closed the loop as best we can at the warehouse, did some more sniffing around town. We took our hike. Dabwick completed their meditation. And now here we stand on the edge of the grounds where a legendary prison once stood. And after moving about a quarter mile through the muck, you've got eyes from a distance on Munn's place. Now, all those years ago, both times Dabwick arrived here, it was at the beginning of the day, as the sun was piercing some of the gloom around here, dispersing some of the thick mists coiling at their feet. But this time, you're arriving as the sun is sinking, as dying, and the gloom and melancholy of this place is groaning to life. Back when the prison still existed here, before it sank, this lone standing building was not only an infirmary and dispensary, but also an air quotes teaching surgery with a notably dark reputation. Wealthy young psychopaths would donate family money to the prison for the privilege of serving a rotation under the doctors here, where they would eagerly gather to watch amputations and lobotomies and vivisections, necessary and un. This is a place of pain and death, and you can all feel it in your bones. The infirmary itself is a building on a 30-foot by 40-foot footprint, 6 stories tall, a nearly 100-foot tall tower of thick prison stone with only a single door. This imposing reinforced iron portal with a chunky utilitarian knocker. Still, this headless angel holding the sign dangling from a single chain gives succor to the troubled. Windowless ground floor. Tiny, thin, almost arrow slit-sized windows sporadically punctuate the second, third, and fourth stories, but they are closed off and sealed from the inside with iron shutters. Then the last two floors seem like they're probably one giant open space. And the top floor was mostly once these huge windows flanking a tall Gothic gabled roof. Now, the windows were all broken when Dabbs was last here, and of course Elisar was dealing with some of the insect and vegetation problems up at the top of the building then. Weirdly, there's every sign that since then all of the windows had been repaired and replaced, like a decade ago, but now they're all broken again. By all appearances, broken out from the inside by a riot of crawling vines and what looks like blackened tree branches. Like there is a mini swamp growing inside the attic, and it's exploding its way out.
Great.
Now, Dabwick has been inside this building. It's been over a decade, but they can fill you in on a little further detail. And let me...
I wanted to ask, in Grip and Bash's memories, how does this structure compare to, like, Blossoming Thorn, Biting Lashes, Fortress?
Oh, Blossoming Thorn is about the same height, but the floors in that building are 30 feet tall. So that's a 3-story building. This is a 6-story building. Oh. Blossoming Thorn is a giant ring.
Okay.
It is a 3-story ring.
So that was a place designed to keep people in. This is a place designed to keep people out.
Yes.
Got it.
Let me take you to a map here while I just fill you in a little bit on what Dabwick remembers. And I know it's been a couple years for you all since you've seen these maps. Okay, so again, it's been a while, but Dabwick can fill you in on what they remember. There are 4 rooms on the first floor. There's an entry hall behind the door on the east face of the building. Small room to the northeast that they didn't see. A small room in the southeast that they passed through, which was mostly empty at the time. But then the bulk of the floor is taken up by this one large room situated around a hole in the floor, surrounded by a waist-high safety rail. This is that observation deck to look down onto the surgery. Now, the first time that they came, Dabwick and their pals went down, and going down, you'll probably remember, requires using the elevator. There's the surgery auditorium 15 feet below the first floor. And then 120 feet down, there was the cellar, which was this large open cavern, 70 feet long, 30 feet wide. There was a big iron door that was locked. Sam opened that up. You went through that and you found a short, wet hallway leading to another similar locked iron door. The second day that they came, Dabwick and pals went up. They took the stairs to the second floor, which consisted of one single room, the size of the building. That's where a bunch of Munn's personal stuff was at the time. He was just moving in. And that's where his collection of paintings was leaning against the southeast corner. They went up a flight of stairs to the third floor, which also consisted of one single room. But that was the one crammed with, you might recall, all the tall counters, like a pharmacy or a drug lab or something, which was a little difficult for some of the halflings to negotiate because they couldn't see over the top of it. Then there was a ladder that led up through a trapdoor in the ceiling to the fourth floor, which was another single room, empty at the time. And then you saw, but did not use, another ladder trapdoor situation to get to the fifth floor. So basically, every story in this place is a single room except for the first floor and perhaps whatever is behind the door in the cellar. The elevator is required to travel down. Going up involves stairs to the second and third floors, ladders to the fourth and fifth. And by the look of it, from the outside, the sixth floor is probably open to the fifth floor. So it's either just empty space or maybe there's like a loft or something.
But the only way down is the elevator.
Correct.
No stairway.
There's no stairs going down.
Weird.
Yeah, that's your visual of what you're seeing. That's your reminder of what Dabbs knows. Now let's drop back in the action here. I assume you've got some buffing and conversing you need to do.
Yeah, Dora will cast telepathic bond. She'll use her once per day use of it, so no enhancement.
Okay, great.
Dabwick has prepared insect spies. If there's an opening up at the top, perhaps we can send the insects in to scope out the place. Let us know what is in there, especially
Top
beings,
floor. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
creatures.
yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
So can we start with that?
How long do we have to wait for that?
Casting time 1 round.
Great.
So not super long. Just they go in.
Are these summoned creatures?
These are summoned creatures. Which explains why they love Dabwick so much. Yeah, so this looks like, I'm looking at this real quick, looks like it takes 1 round to cast, and then they've got a nice fly speed of 20 feet, which, when you're talking about a building just over there, is very different than the waiting 90 minutes for them to
Yeah.
go out half a mile to the... Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see, 1 hit point, AC 20. Stealth checks they can make. Great. They do see creatures, but they can't determine emotional state. Okay, yeah. All right, I remember this one now.
Why would their AC and hit points be a concern?
Just, checking for a friend.
They're just bugs. Surely there's other bugs in there.
So do you wanna send those in while you all are talking?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Why not?
All right.
Hello, Dabwick. What do you want us to do?
I want you to fly up to the top window. You see that's broken up there. And
All right.
I think you can get into the building, and I want you to scout as much as you can. Whatever you can find. Who's in there? How many are there? And anything else that you can describe about the place. And then come back and report to me.
What could possibly go wrong?
Do you want them to do 1 floor at a time and report and then go back?
What a brilliant idea. I think we've got duration for that. Yeah.
What's the total? Yeah, what's the total duration?
It's 10 minutes per level.
Oh, hell yeah,
so-
for sure.
So go up, check out the top floor, come back.
back.
Go out, check up the top floor, the next floor down, come back.
Dora would have waited on the telepathic bond until after the spell was done.
Sure. Yeah, you'll wait until you're basically going to
Otherwise,
start
it's the
moving
same
in.
duration.
Yeah,
And I just wait.
All right. You want to wait for the first report?
Yes.
All right. A few minutes later.
Okay, Dabwick.
What did you see?
Give me a perception check for them, Polly. I assume that there is math in the spell to
Yes.
calculate that? Great.
15.
It's a giant space up there, Dabwick. It's very, very tall. It's filled with plants. And then like a tree that seems alive and is covered in mouths.
It's exactly the kind of information that I was looking for.
It feels really... Dabwick. It feels really awful up there.
Oh, thank you for checking it out.
It all seems to be alive, and the tree is covered in mouths. And it has hooves.
Hooves.
Yeah, and I'm not entirely sure how to get out of there. There seems like maybe there's a door, like on the floor, but it's quite tightly sealed.
Oh. Can you check around and see if there's another way to get into any of the other floors?
I'm on it!
This is amazing.
Let's say there's a 25% chance that one of these iron shutters on one of these windows on one of the floors is not totally sealed. Because if they are totally sealed, even a fine creature couldn't get through it. Okay, all right. Now let me randomly determine what floor has a little crack.
Fine creatures.
Fine. Second, third,
Creatures are
fourth.
fine.
Give me a stealth check for the beetles.
Was it the stealth check that spoiled things on the moon for the insects?
No, I think it was actually that my perception check was through the roof. Because I mean, we got a good bonus, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I happened to roll like a 20 or something like that. It was really high.
It was a 28.
Okay, Dabwick.
And you could tell what floor they went into because you have a sense of their location, right?
Yes.
Because they wouldn't know second, third, fourth floor, right? So you could tell that they were in the third floor. Which you
So
remember-
two down from where they were before?
Correct.
Okay.
And where you remember the lab to be.
2 down or 3? I thought they were on the top floor before.
The top floor is, the top 2 stories
are
is
sort of the
actually
same.
indeed one room.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of a packed space up there, Deb. Like, there's these tall counters, and there's just things everywhere. Shiny things, round things, liquid things, book things, stuff.
Did you see anybody, any person or thing?
Absolutely. Like 2 giants made of skin with like straw sticking out of them.
Jesus.
They're just kind of standing there mindlessly. Is this not a stairs that goes down? I can go down?
Give it a try. And try to make another stealth check, I imagine.
From these descriptions, can we be making any rolls of like what these things sound like at all?
See what sort of
Or-
golems these are.
Yeah.
Mindless,
Scarecrows.
skin, giant, stuffed with straw. Can we do a check on that?
Yeah, give me Knowledge Arcana.
Natural 20.
Oh,
45.
I'm not going to beat that, but I'll try. No. All I got was a 33.
Dummy.
Says Grip.
All right, so that little scrap of information, along with the floating assumption that we're talking about some sort of golem here, some sort of construct, does click. Oh, interesting. Here, I think this is actually something that she recalls from her time as Tima, Mun being interested in.
Sure. Yeah.
So this is actually a little bit of a memory from her
Love it.
from her life.
Yeah.
Maybe he shared some books with her, specifically on the construction of what are called skin stitches.
Oh,
These are crude constructs made of flesh, cloth, leather, and hides, sewn together in a roughly ogre-like shape and stuffed with hay.
Hey.
Hay. And then oftentimes their body is then deliberately infested with swarms of snakes or spiders or wasps, which then become part of their animating energies. And these swarms can come in and out of the thing, and they basically get fast healing if they are inside of it. The skin stitch itself can repair damage done to it by taking a full round action. And one of the things about constructs is usually if they take damage, they don't have any way to heal themselves. These things can slowly repair themselves by sewing themselves back up, basically. So you said 45, right? Yeah, you know what's going on here.
Yeah.
DR 5 slashing. You got to use slashing weapons to effectively damage them. They have all the construct traits, so they're immune to death effects, disease, mind-affecting effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, stunning, anything that requires a fortitude save, not subject to ability damage, ability drain, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, or non-lethal damage. They resist cold and electricity damage. They are vulnerable to fire. So yeah, you would expect that if you're so it sounds like you're dealing with 2 of these, which also means 2 swarms of whatever kind are inside each of these things.
But one swarm per stitch.
Correct.
Okay.
Just the one.
So
Are,
and now-
The
now-
one
are any of those
swarm of snakes animating
are
this
snakes
creature.
are comparable to rats in that they are subject to damage, or are snakes more like an insect in that they are
what
not?
do we know about spider swarms and snakes?
So
Or spiders,
spider swarms would not be subject to damage. Snake swarms are subject to damage. It entirely depends on the size
wasps.
of wasps. Not subject to damage.
Kind of hoping for snakes.
Yeah,
be
actually,
honest.
snakes is really our best bet.
But,
even though I'm personally terrified of them.
Look at the map you're on and picture it being
Yeah.
filled with you with 2 large-sized creatures who then release at least large-sized swarms. There is almost no other room for you all in such a room.
But
Craziness.
nice opportunity for a fire snake.
Hey,
so
there we go.
I'm guessing
Snakes
that
with snakes.
anything that involves crits and things like that also unaffected.
Untrue. Constructs are subject to critical hits.
Okay.
All right. Are there more floors to be scouted then?
Yes,
Send him
if
back in? All right.
they make the stealth check.
All right, so they have to go back in through the third floor. Give me a stealth check for that floor.
33.
Oh. You sense them making their way in. You sense them going down to the next floor. Give me another check.
42.
Okay, now look, we went to the room below that. We went down the stairs. There's a man sitting on the stairs. Otherwise, the room just has people stuff.
A man?
A man.
Just a regular, normal human man?
Person man.
Perfect. Were you able to find a way down to the next level?
Stairs.
Will you try that one as well for me, please?
Third floor. So many opposed checks here.
Man on the stairs.
16 plus 23 is...
Second floor.
Okay.
Ooh.
34.
Okay. First floor.
30.
So you sense the beetles going to the third floor, down the stairs to the second floor, going down the stairs to the first floor, and then making a circuit of the first floor. And you feel them even going into the room that you never set foot in, and then they actually sneak out there would be a crack, a beetle-sized crack under the front door. So they.
Okay, Dabwick. Yeah, there's 4 rooms there. Lots of people stuff. The same man is on the first floor.
The exact same man,
The exact same man. He's working at a desk.
right?
Can they just not tell the difference between people?
Identical, like whatever they saw, it was the exact same dude.
Well, I think my insect spies have been incredibly helpful.
We love you!
We love you too.
All right, what's the plan, gang? That is a lot of
Lots of information.
yeah.
I guess I didn't realize it was there were so many floors.
There's a ton of floors.
Why does this tower have so many floors?
So,
I mean, I guess we're so ultimately we're trying to find out information about where he went, right? Like, is that's the big goal?
That was the reason to come here, yeah.
But we also know
And
that
how much has Dabwick talked about? Has Dabwick talked aloud about their friends here to them?
yes, I think so. And one of the floors had the pictures in
Yep.
it. I would
Second floor.
imagine Dabwick would be very nervous about entering that floor again and cautious about if there are paintings there, we need to avert our eyes.
Right.
Remind me, what was it looking at the painting that drew them into it? I forget how they got trapped.
Do we know?
Dabwick's memory was their attention was drawn to it. When they uncovered it, they felt something cloud their mind, and then they felt there was an eruption of energy that trapped basically everybody else but them, is what it felt like to them.
Right. And then Dabwick wasn't really aware that that had happened. Their
No,
memory.
their memory was actually erased.
Right.
And let's see. So I sort of
Some
said you
powerful
kind of got
magic.
the memory back in that death experience.
Right.
I would say this. So there's that thing of to see Carcosa is to know its name. I think you actually learned the name Carcosa in that moment, but that was one of the things that was erased from your memory. So why you didn't know the name until, chapter 40 or 50, whatever.
Yeah.
That what you were looking on was not merely a representation of Carcosa, but for some part of whatever happened there was Carcosa.
Yeah.
So would there be a thought or concern in Dabwick's mind that looking at this picture is something we need to be afraid of? Like, we need to be wary of that this could happen to us as well?
Is there a knowledge arcana check to be made on that effect? Either the sucking into the picture or the memory wipe?
You would be able to key the memory wipe to probably the same spell that Daria uses. What's it called? I have it here somewhere. Modify memory. So you would expect that what happened to Dabwick was either the modify memory spell or something that replicates it. Based on almost a child's memory from a decade ago of they just swooped in. Yeah, no. I think any sort of like meta thing that Katie might be guessing was probably what Pandora would be guessing. Dabwick did not have enough magical knowledge at the time to understand what had happened.
But maybe had
And
a
then they
high
forgot
enough will save to resist it.
Maybe so.
Whereas
Or could
poor
it have been
NPC friends did not.
could it have been a hit dice thing, because we
Could have been.
were
Could have
all commoners, whatever, and
Yeah.
and Dabwick was a leveled,
Absolutely.
so that could have been a factor
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Also, everyone's saves were catastrophically bad because they.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that party was not designed to survive.
No,
Yeah.
it was.
I think if I remember correctly, I think Johnny even got a natural 1 on top of probably Chet's like -2 will save or something.
Yeah,
whatever.
it was
bad.
not good.
Then we want to go in and explore. Like that's the plan, right?
I think the question is, are we trying to get information from these men, these identical men,
I
or
wonder if they're not like simulacrums or something.
I'm assuming there are things we're gonna have to kill.
Yeah.
all right?
Till proven otherwise, I'm assuming
Punch the problem.
I'm gonna punch the problem.
All right.
So, we're going in?
Dabwick has a new 5th level spell
Ooh,
called Hunter's Blessing.
What?
Go on.
What?
tell us more about this spell.
It's like a ranger type spell. So I select a favored terrain and a favored enemy. In this case, I would say urban and construct. We would get a +2 sacred bonus on bluff, perception, sense motive, and survival checks attempted against creatures of the selected type. +2 sacred bonus on attack and damage rolls made against creatures of that type.
Dang.
Wow.
That's all of us.
Sacred.
And that's all of us. And a +2 sacred bonus on initiative checks, perception, stealth, and survival checks in the terrain.
Shut up!
And that would last for 10 hours.
Through spells. That's amazing.
So since we got that information from the insect spies, we could use this spell.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's great.
And how does that terrain work? Because we're in a swamp, but if we're in the building, is that considered urban?
Bingo.
That, okay.
Yeah.
Once we're in a building, urban.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Anybody else got any buffing to do before we do our means of
Oh
egress?
yeah. Finish off the buffing.
All right.
I got nothing until a combat. So.
I've got dark vision. I've got see invisibility. I've got gravity gun. I've got heightened awareness. I've got shield. I've got tears to wine.
And are all of those at least 1 minute per level?
Oh yeah.
Anything else from you, Paulie?
Yeah.
Great.
Feather step mass for everyone. That's 10 minutes per level.
And that's the ignore difficult terrain one, right?
That's right.
Great.
And just for giggles, Grip,
Hello.
Dabwick's going to cast Owl's Wisdom on you.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hey,
Nice.
And then I believe Katie already had Pandora cast Mage Armor on both herself and Dabwick. That's still going, of
Still
course.
going.
Right. And I'm going to cast Slate Skin on myself to double down on that.
How
Great.
long does the Owl's Wisdom last?
10 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pandora is flooded with a feeling of overconfidence and imagines
Confidence.
Tima rising out of the pool in the Mad Poet's Oasis. And she kind of glows a bit, and something settles. And she has... Oh, I'm sorry, she does a little math.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fail it.
Okay.
And suddenly has 13 extra hit points.
Jeez.
Temporary hit points.
Wow. This is totally new for us, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was hours per level. I've been doing it this whole time. Would have survived the shark.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me take a look at this door.
Heading up?
Heading up.
All right.
Checking for traps.
And everybody get yourself where you want to be.
Ooh, nice. 32.
Keeping it?
For trap finding, yes.
Okay, so there's this one headless angel gargoyle still holding this dangling give succor to the troubled sign, and then there are two other angel gargoyles over this door as well. And as Bash is searching around, Something looks funky here. On the side of the knocker, which is not original to this door. Secret little lever to deactivate the gouts of acid that shoot out of the angels' mouths. You have located an acid spew trap.
Excellent. You guys might...
Excuse me.
Get the fuck back.
You all want to move back out of the way?
Acid spew.
All right.
All right, here we go. Give me a very important disable device check.
That's a 26, and I'm going to add on to that. Because that does not seem like it's a high enough thing. Oh, that's a 30, and I'm going to spend an action point. So inspiration and action. 35.
And you successfully disarm it without triggering it. All right, the door itself is also locked.
Oh, that's a natural one for a 19. So that one, I'm not even going to try to do anything because that was really bad.
So that's a failed disable device check on the door.
Yep.
All right.
I think that what it was is that he was so focused on the trap that when it came to the door, he just like jammed something in there and was like, because he had been so meticulous beforehand.
Yes.
Memories of shame points.
All right, give me that other roll.
Only a 20. This one is really, really difficult.
So this is like a full minute of him just fucking around with his lockpicks in this door and nothing happening.
Try again.
Do you want me to punch it?
Just give me a second, all right?
I'm standing like right behind you. What?
Arms crossed over his chest,
What are you doing?
hovering 7 feet tall.
Just everyone, you go over there. Just go over there.
I'll do it.
All right.
Step back.
There we go. 34.
It just took me not breathing on your neck.
So then, when Bash finally has the satisfaction of, thank fucking God, the click of the lock falling into place, Grip, Bash, and Pandora again hear the faint sound of that bell from Okano. And this little whisper-thin voice in their conscious minds.
His stain is here, and something else. The black goat has birthed 1,000 young, and one feeds here. You can stop it. Hurry now.
What was the first word?
His stain is
His
here.
stain.
The black goat. Any kind of knowledge check to be made
That's
on the black goat?
Nyarlathotep, isn't it?
No,
No?
that's Shub-Nagurath.
Oh, just the other one I can't pronounce.
The hooved tree.
So,
Fuck.
yeah. This is... You learned about this back in Iris Hill when I think you stumbled across a statue of the black goat, which was like a formless shape covered in mouths.
Yes.
Was that in that hallway that had
Yes.
all the stuff?
100%.
And the picture of young Lols being terrified by
Yes.
the cat.
So, Elder God, dedicated to fertility, forests, and monsters, typically understood to exist as a roiling cloud of mist that constantly forms and absorbs hooves, mouths, eyes, tentacles, and other portions of anatomy. And sometimes when having to be depicted in a stable form, she or her spawn are depicted as elephant-legged multi-maud aberrations. But that information can allow a dungeoneering check.
Can Dabwick do this check too?
Yes.
Ooh, 34.
So is what we were just told by this voice in our head that there is yet another great old one inside this door?
Or its spawn. Inside the building.
Much
please,
better.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the spawn above the thing, but still.
The 23.
maybe. What was your total, Johnny?
34.
Okay. The combination of the beetle's description with this flash of whispered jabber in your head gets Bash thinking about Interesting. Where's this knowledge coming from? I think this is coming from books that Mun gave Tima that Roni stole and read at some point through the book. Because, he was always like, what's going on in there? I want to learn about this. I want to learn about that, when they weren't paying any attention. This is, you're probably dealing with what's called a Dark Young of Shub-Nagurath, which is just fucking awful. It is indeed a giant tree-like monster. Its roots end in hooves, and its trunk is covered in drooling maws. It is a very large aberration that is designed to grab creatures, pin them against itself, and suck their strength out of their bodies with its 1,000 mouths. And anyone subjected to that experience is driven mad with schizophrenia, which feeds Shub-Nagurath. You would know this is as basically like a tree-like creature. You need slashing weapons to overcome its damage reduction, and it is immune to acid, electricity, and fire.
What about mind-affecting effects?
You not as far as you know. So that's probably what's up at the top.
They saw one of those? The bugs saw one of those?
Correct.
Well, they were not driven instantly mad.
Well, they also weren't grappled and didn't have.
Feels like the gibbering mouther is like part of this whole portfolio.
Exactly. That is that. When you think of Spawn of Shub-Nagurath, picture all of those gelatinous, mouthy piles of crap.
Yep.
Gelatinous, mouthy are two words that never, ever, ever should go together.
Let's combine that with mouth parts. Gelatinous mouth parts. I saw them in their 76 tour.
Well, it's nice because mouthy has another connotation of like being sassy.
Right. All right, so are we going in or are we going back to the bar?
Yeah, fuck it.
Do we want to be invisible? Does that matter, or are we just going in and...
We can go under a sphere, go in together.
I mean, I guess if we think we want to stay together until shit goes down, it probably doesn't hurt. But like, I don't feel like it's a stealth operation ultimately, but that might at least get us into position.
Be forewarned that these things look like men to the insects.
Right. We have no idea what
May
they
not
are,
be.
honestly. Yeah. And there was one on the first floor at
Correct.
the desk, and then one on the stairwell going from 2 to 3.
Correct, just sitting on the stairs.
And they're identical.
That's what the Beatles
That's
said.
what the Beatles say. I wonder if not
But you all look the same to me.
simulacrum of Mun.
Oh, yeah.
Something to that effect.
I mean, yeah, probably invisible until we know what's what is a good idea.
So are we invisibility spherine?
You know, I don't.
All right.
know. Beyond
Invisibility sphere is also haste, just so you all have some perspective.
Oh,
Same level.
there's no
that. Oh, I would
question.
definitely rather have haste
Oh,
than
then
Yeah, I'm not
invisibility
saying it
sphere.
has to be that, but that's what we give up when we use.
I would definitely rather have a slot for haste than. So fuck it.
All
Let's
right.
go in.
Go in.
Then you want to be first, right? Because you want to be the
Long as
first
you're
one
all
to...
ahead of me.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
care what we do.
I have the most hit points. I have the best armor class. I'll go first. I don't fucking care. All right. It's my fucking job.
Right before we go in,
Yeah.
I'll just cast another new spell. Pandora gets very calm, and in opposition to that, she imagines ascending the stairs in Sarnath with a blindfold on.
Okay.
And everyone is flooded with that same sense of calm for about 10 minutes, and you all have removed fear.
Oh.
Does that give us
Nice.
a save bonus?
Plus 4 bonus to will saves against fear. 10 minutes.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna blow one more extract. I'm also gonna use Iron Skin.
Nice.
So, are we good? Shall I go in?
Yes.
So Gripper opens the door,
God.
I don't like the way he's saying
I know.
this.
revealing Myacnean Mun
Yeah.
standing right there.
Yeah. It's not him, though.
This middle-aged man, thin, angular face, right half of his face covered in scars, big glasses, sharp chin, kind of flyaway blonde hair. He's got this really brainy look, really weirdly sexy. There's something that's just appealing about him, and for I don't know how often Rip Tusk and Roni would have seen him. I think he is a little surprisingly magnetic in appearance. But for Pandora, this is someone who has been in your life for decades. This is one of your lovers.
Yeah.
And it is, it has to be a momentarily overwhelming experience, even though your relationship, of course, with him is not the relationship that this body last had with him.
Right.
But he is standing right there. Can I help you? He gives no evidence of any recognition whatsoever.
Dora thinks, that's not really him.
Where the fuck are you?
You've traveled a long way. I'm afraid I can't let you in. I've got experiments going. It's for your own safety, you understand.
We know you're not fucking you. What are you?
You're welcome to take whatever inquiries you are making in the neighborhood to the next residence. I'll see you. Good day.
He leans as if to close the door.
I'll do the salesman in the door. Put my boot in there.
Friend, this is a private residence. Is there any information I can give you? Or will you be going now?
Where's fucking Lols?
Hazzy? I don't know where Hazzy is. Haven't seen him in a long time. Do you know him? Are you friends with him too?
Yes, I know that fucking cunt.
Pandora, detective's thoughts.
Yeah.
Using what?
My once per day ability.
Nothing happens.
Yeah. Doesn't have any. He's not real.
Take him out.
I punch him in the fucking face.
Roll it up. This will be our surprise round.
That's a 26.
Oh, nice.
Keeping it?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
For 9 points of damage.
And remind me what your fist strike has?
Magic, cold iron, and silver.
It takes all of the damage that you deal, and it feels like punching a person. Like you feel like you just clocked a human being, probably across the side of the face, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
His response, of course, is to do the creepy horror movie, come back, turn his head back to center as though nothing happened.
Sure.
Roll initiative.
Oh, we're still outside.
Do we get the, are we still outside? Do we get the sacred bonus to initiative?
That's fine. You're fighting in a doorway. That's cool. I'm not going to quibble with a 5th level spell here. Take it. Take it.
So add +2 to your initiative, folks.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, remember, like last week we had such high initiative numbers.
This is amazing.
Look at this nonsense.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Wow,
really a
Neil.
5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we literally threw open the door to be like, let's charge in, and it's like, hello, I am here. Would you like to talk to... I am not interested in subscribing to any of your newsletters.
So let's get these terrible numbers on air. Gripper,
11.
Bash,
12.
Dabwick,
10!
Pandora.
5.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, my Acneon Mun is up first with a 24.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
It only counts in the first round.
Fair enough.
And as his head returns to center, following that punch, Robert,
Yes.
his placid, business-like exterior facade erupts into an unholy barbarian rage, and he screams fucking bloody murder, which sends shock waves of terror through all of your bodies. I now need a will save against a fear effect
From
everybody.
Oh, wow. Good time.
Get a +4 on that.
Gripper.
Well, I rolled a 23. That feels a little tweeny in this situation.
Boy.
So I'm going to spend an action point.
Throw it away.
23 for a 28.
Bash.
A natural 20
Great.
for a 30.
Doesn't even matter what the total is. You got it. Dabwick.
38.
And Pandora.
18.
You like it?
It is what it is.
Everybody is shaken. All 4 of you are shaken. So -2 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. And then he takes a 5-foot step to the south in this very elegantly appointed vestibule chamber so that he is out of sight of pretty much everybody and around the corner. Bash, you are up. Despite that natural 20, fear is still coursing through your body. He has stepped out of your view into the room. You're right behind Gripper there. What do you want to do?
Bash is going to go ahead and move right past Grip. Or actually, if I take a 5-foot step, am I able to fire at him from this angle?
You can fire at him from that angle with him behind cover, yes.
Excellent. Then Bash will take a 5-foot step to the right.
Yep.
And study him, making him his study target, and unload on our favorite scumbag. This is rapid shot, point blank, all the good stuff. Does a 25 touch hit?
Keeping that?
Yes.
That's a hit.
Excellent. That is 10 points of damage.
And this is with Vanity, correct?
Correct.
Great. He takes all of that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And what you see is... Okay. This is fucking wild. So imagine this too, Johnny, as Bash is feeling supernatural terror coursing through his body. So he's ducked behind the wall here, and you clip his left arm. You see the bullet go through one side of the arm, come out the other, and both you and Grip can see right through his entire body as if there is nothing between the 2 layers of skin. Just open air.
A skin suit. What the fuck?
Second,
Hang on.
Yeah.
Because they saw it, do we share that image?
I think in the middle of his full attack, let him finish his rolls, and then he can share that if he wants to.
Telepathically.
Telepathically, yes. All right, second attack there.
Does a 15 touch hit?
Keeping that?
I am.
No, you clip the door there.
And for my last one with rapid shot, is a 19 touch.
You keeping that?
Yep.
That is a hit, and it looks like maybe only because he's raging.
Yes.
All right, how much damage there?
12 points of damage.
All right, takes all of that, and again, passes through his shoulder. No blood. No. So Gripper, when Gripper's fist hit, he had every semblance of like, I'm punching into something with meat there.
It didn't feel like a balloon.
No, but this is like, goes right through him, and there's just nothing but air on the inside. And then at this point, Bash, if you want to share what you have seen telepathically, you certainly can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great. So do you want something you wanted to say in response to that, Katie?
No.
Okay, awesome. So everybody does know that, though.
He's not human.
No shit.
Gripper, you are up next, shaken with fear, and you've caught sight of this bizarre thing going on with whatever the fuck he is.
I'm going to delay until Pandora goes.
Dabwick,
Oh,
you are you are completely on the other side of the wall from him.
Right.
No eyes on him at all.
Dabwick's gonna hold for Grip.
Great. Pandora, you're up. Everyone's waiting on you.
First, I would like to make a knowledge check on whatever the F he is with what I saw from Bash.
Arcana, please.
40.
And again, I think this is weird memories
about
of late night bedroom talk of him talking about one of his
His skin
obsessions.
Oh.
Oh my god, this isn't a skin send, is it?
This is
Can't
called
be.
this is called a hollow one. These are constructs, so they are made to fill a variety of purposes, sometimes acting as servants or guardians or assistants, sometimes acting as public replacements for people. These are created by someone removing that much skin over a long period of time from their own body and then animating it with magic. You are actually looking at Mun's own skin that at some point over the course of like 10 years he had removed from himself.
Is that why his face is all messed up and scarred?
No, those are alchemical burns from his totally different situation going on here.
Is there any chance that's who wound up in bed? At some point.
I mean, there's probably a piece of her that's wondering that.
Good God.
So they are imbued with a spark of intelligent life and as much of the creator's memories as they wish to give them.
So, didn't apparently seem to recognize me.
Correct.
Or anyone else.
Might have left certain elements of Mun's past out of this one's memory, so it could behave as like a doorman, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know nothing. How can I help you?
A doorman.
Really.
This is Carlton, your doorman.
So there really is nothing inside of it. All it is the skin on the outside that you see, plus the clothes that it has put on. It's a construct traits. Yeah. You've already seen the fact that it can cause dread supernaturally, and it can. They often do rage, and once the animating spark of them has been damaged, and or certain things happen to them psychologically, they become these monster killing machines, effectively. Let's see. Their DR is overcome by magical weapons, so you're pretty good in that case. They got a pretty hefty ability to land sneak attacks, and they are designed to feint in combat.
So they can do it by themselves.
They can do it by themselves. Other than that, they're kind of really effective combat tanks.
Lots of hit points.
Lots of hit points. Big bag of hit points. And crap ton of natural armor.
Pandora casts haste on the party.
Zoom. Turn those buffs on.
And then I think I'm kind of done, friends. I don't have a lot against this thing.
See you on the other side of this fight.
I didn't move, though, so, grip this. Nothing inside him. Just rend him skin from skin.
Skin from skin. Got it.
All
Counter
right.
that shaken.
Combat advice going on. Well, we now all do definitively know this is a construct. I've been doing some math behind the scene to your various rolls, but now please add your own +2 to your attack rolls, +2 to your damage rolls from Dabwick's spell.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a 5-foot step.
Into the well-appointed vestibule.
Boom. And then I'm going to do a full fucking flurry.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Unless you just feel like not doing it.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, this one is a +16. That's a 23.
Keeping that.
Let's see what it does.
That misses.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
He's also very dexy, so I think in that case he dodges out of the way of that one.
All right. Second attack. This is back to even. Nothing beyond what's on here. So
these are fists or danbong?
These are fists.
Okay.
That's a 26.
Hit.
Ooh, for 15 points of damage.
All right.
Magical bludgeoning, cold iron, silver.
Takes all of that, and the visual of the emptiness inside of him happening simultaneously with your perception of your fist hitting meat is so mind-boggling.
Sanity check. Third attack. That's a miss. I'm not going to even do anything with that.
All right.
Fourth attack. That's not even worth spending anything on. Final attack.
Paced attack.
So a 23 missed. That's a 23. I'm going to spend 5 stamina points to make that a 28.
Hit.
That's another 15.
All right. There's not much satisfaction visually to all this punching, sadly.
Yeah.
But you definitely know that you're hurting it. All right, Dabwick, you are up next. Outside and around the corner. No sight on this at all.
May I make an acrobatics check to tumble through Grip's square?
You don't even need to. You can just walk right past it since it is unable to take attacks of opportunity.
Sweet.
Because you hit it.
You got it.
Until the top of your next turn?
Correct.
All right. Yeah,
Excellent.
Dabs does know this.
Okay, so then
Dabwick calmly strolls.
It's really good.
It's so good. Dabwick enters the vestibule.
So they're back up against the wall.
Just out of reach. Yep.
I like to think of myself as a proactive healer.
Yes.
And for
Love that.
Yeah.
giggles,
Oh.
cast a spell. Dabwick throws a ball of elemental ice and snow.
Excellent. Snowball.
So that's a 22 to hit.
You keeping that?
Yes,
That's a hit.
that's 13 points.
Nice.
13 points of cold damage.
Yes.
It takes all of that, frosting the edges of the flesh that are now just holes around nothing. Dabwick has entered the fight, and that is the end of round 1. Top of round 2.
What you got?
Pretending to be so distracted by the fireball that just slammed into you, he does attempt to feint against you, Gripper.
Fireball, what?
Snowball.
Snowball.
Oh, okay.
This is a bluff check against a DC of... You're not trained in sense motive, right?
I'm not.
DC is 10 plus your BAB, so 10, right?
10, yes.
20 plus your wisdom modifier, which you now have one.
Currently, that's a 2, so 22.
22, and with a bluff check of 26, you are flat-footed against his next attack. He goes for a punch. Does a 43 hit?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that does beat my 25 flat-footed armor class.
That's a critical threat. Backed up with a 33. Yes,
Yep.
so critical hit.
Think I'd never been punched before.
That's a face.
41 points of damage from this critical hit sneak attack. The thing is not only super fast, but insanely strong. It is punching at you with an almost elemental strength. And then it just screams. So this like very put together, nice, elegant, kind of attractive man is going, "Rah!" Standing in front of your face, howling bloody murder, seemingly going a little bit insane.
He almost bloodied me with that one hit.
Wow.
Almost. It took me down to 63 out of 104.
Oh, wow. Bash, you are up and no longer shaken.
Oh, I like that. All right, well, I'm going to stay where I am and continue to unload on our screaming skin suit of Myacnean Mun. Ooh, does a 38 touch hit.
Golden.
Excellent. 9 points of damage.
+2 for the
Oh,
thing.
that's true. So 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. All right, takes it. The other bullet passes through it.
32 touch.
Yep, you're good.
17 points of damage total.
All right, another bullet passes through it.
Here's the rapid shot. 22 touch.
Keeping that.
Yep.
Hit.
For 17 points of damage. And now the hasted shot.
You're just looking at Swiss cheese. This thing is just
Yeah.
filled with holes that you can
How is
see
it
through.
holding together?
Exactly. I have a great piece of art I have to show you.
That is a 30 touch
Yep,
for 16, and then I'm going to blow my studied strike. Add another 12 onto that.
And as that last bullet hits him in the chest, it's like a balloon being popped. The entire skin bag just goes collapses in a wet heap on the ground. This hollow one, Myacnean Mun, has fallen. That's the end of chapter 161. We will continue an exploration of his house next time. Dark Nexus is produced by Plug & Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's Paizo.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's Syrinscape.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
You are a big part of our storytelling as well. And we love it when you help us.
You are, in fact, the antagonist.
And also often
pal.
the protagonist.
Wow.
The story pal.
You're a story pal.
Story buddy.
My name's Rob. I'm the story pal tonight.
Protagonist, antagonist, and lover.